shifting back and forth between the Bird and the Plumber Man. It sounds like Mario's tapping in for this game 1.
Yep. Makes a lot of sense that we're seeing the Mario out here. I feel like the Falco has been there specifically for a couple matchups. I know that he uses it for the Shulk, obviously. That's where I first saw it picked up. And I know there's a couple other matchups.
He uses it against JDB and a couple of them.
Yeah. But, I mean, Sheik is a character that I think Mario does fine into, so I definitely would not be surprised to see him stay on this character. God. Oh, my word.
Whoa, but, you know, kudos to Captain L for keeping the composure there and just, like, not letting that be a 0 to death.
Yeah.
And sticking right in this. And, you know, Sheik, the neutral monster, so if there's anyone who can start to make this back up, it is definitely Sheik with just an initial starting of a confirm.
Yeah, this character played optimally, like at the very, very highest level with the best execution. Should be winning neutral like 8 times out of 10.
Oh, absolutely.
You have the speed, and you have the really, really good hitboxes to do it. You're super nimble, you have a really slim hitbox, and all of your moves connect into each other, right?
Just so, like, what? How you watch? Just a clinic right here on
no jump, and that's going to be death, right? Like, he took him from one side of the stage to the other, did a corner carry combo, and now it's even, right? Like, shout-outs to Captain L. That's that clean execution that you need. You have to be clinical. You have to be so accurate.
So perfect. I'll be entirely real here. I am having to, like, actively restrain myself from being so extremely character biased this set, because Sheik is my favorite character to watch in this game, right? For this exact reason. We're seeing so many of these precision combos that lead to that stock take, and I don't know, man. He's playing so well right now, but Ludo keeping up so efficiently on this Mario.
Yeah, and just, you know, reminding, I mean, the thing is that Mario, like, puts in a little bit less work in terms of the amount of hits you can get, but in terms of the damage output, like, that's the thing. Sheik can do something beautiful, but then you look at the damage counter, and that's the only, you know, can be the reason why sometimes people talk down on this character. But Captain L showing that, like, if you can keep that pressure up, it doesn't matter because if you use up your opponent's resources, they're dead. So that's all you need to do.
Doesn't really matter the percent, just fighting for that stage control. Captain L's just doing a really good job of finding his openings, and when he does, he's kind of carrying it to a further mile than Ludo right now. Ludo, it's funny because both these characters are pretty combo-oriented. They have their, like, bread and butters, and they can do a lot. But right now, Captain L kind of sitting at that percent where it gets a little bit more awkward for Mario to get any more follow-ups, right? That down tilt back air is going to probably be the last guaranteed meaty hit that Mario gets at this point, and now it's just going to be straight back airs and whatnot. But that's kind of the move that you want against Sheik. Back air, you can get 2 of them in a short hop, so you can kind of wall Captain L out if you're careful. 35%, that's a great combo from Captain L. I mean, only 35%, but he had to work hard for that.
Oh my god.
Raindrop?
Wait. Oh, I thought he was going for the raindrop for sure, but nah, just opts for those ladders with those up airs, which is, you know, never a bad option as Sheik, you know, just tacking on a little bit of extra damage. You have the rage right now. Will it really matter? Remains to be seen. This character's kind of light. You could die at any given moment, just like this.
Well, and we know that there's that
you're live.
There's the potential for a drag down up smash. Oh, I love the aggressive up air, just going out there to get it.
That was very nice.
Reminds me of Ori from Rivals. Usually he gets those nice footstool out of shield, and that's kind of that optimal play you need to do. You need every single option that you can with this character, because right now they have so much, but they just lack that damage. But some might say that it doesn't really matter. Getting that nair into bouncing fish, gonna trap with the grenade, doesn't pull Ludo in, but that down tilt.
Are you dead?
Nah, he's fine. He's got all his stuff. Ooh, but that was a scary recovery there for sure.
Barely gets back in one piece, but at 144, he is very, very delicate is this stock right now. Could disappear at any given moment. This Sheik needs to find, like, a combo, though, to open up. That's, like, the weakness of this character. You need at least 2 consecutive hits, right, to get this.
But Ludo right in the range of the turnaround needles into up smash, I think. I'm not sure if there's a name for that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but definitely in the range, but Ludo's having a hard time finding a hit, and that's going to be a footstool out of shield. Immediate air dodge, kind of a panic from Ludo. Going for that back air, trapping again with that grenade, and the fireball is going to make some space open for Ludo. Doesn't go for the grab, and beginning the trades on the tilt. Dash attack not going to do it. Not enough rage, and good DI from Ludo. Here we go again. Fireballs making him some space. Needles go out, doesn't get a follow-up, and right now, Ludo just using back air over and over and over. I like that space breaking with the needles. Fireball doesn't find anything, and right now it's been like an entire minute without either player getting hit.
Barely playing very conservatively, and here's the the general problem with Sheik is it can be tough to find the kill, but as slowly but surely Captain L picks apart Ludo's final stock, you're going to get to a point where, like, even Sheik's weak stuff is going to, I mean, it's 200%.
He didn't have his
but he
jump.
didn't have his jump.
No.
He never touched the ground. And what an anticlimactic way to finish.
That is.
I don't think any of us thought, I thought he was getting back there.
In the back of my head, I'm like, I don't think he has a jump. But
Look at, Captain L is just like, he's
in the
channeling
blender right now.
something.
What the
Yeah,
heck?
he's channeling something right now.
So we were talking about it. Here's the thing about Sheik. You have to have the mental stamina to just be like, okay, I don't need to do anything stupid. And then you get a back air at 180 and it didn't kill, and you like roll your eyes. And then you get a dash attack at 190, it doesn't kill, and then you roll your eyes, right? You can't let that affect you, and that's what I was saying. Sheik should win neutral 8 times out of 10. And Captain L was showing that. He just won an interaction, won another one, but it led to no kill. So
Well, and think about, you know what's so interesting about that set? Every one of those stocks, they weren't KOs. They were taking away Mario's resources, and he couldn't recover.
Yeah.
Think about how rare that is in Ultimate. Usually people get killed. They don't get all their resources stripped away, and then they can't even get back to stage. So just showing the way Captain L is approaching this matchup and thinking a very methodical, like, resource stripping almost play style of just like, I'm going to exploit your kind of okay-ish, decent recovery and make it so you just can't get back.
I think that might be the best commentator analysis I've ever seen. By the way.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I've never thought that, Captain L's kills, none of them were KOs. We saw no sparks, no nothing. It was just resources being taken away.
Anti-kill spark character.
Yeah, anti-kill spark character, right.
Side note, by the way, I'm a little surprised we're seeing Battlefield here, given how much Mario likes this stage. Although it does make sense to see Captain L also favoring this stage. Up airs are very good for both of these characters. Ladder combos are very common.
Yeah,
so.
Battlefield is one of them, Hollow Bastion, right? Like, we really don't want to see that as an opponent playing against Mario. However, you know, it might be the lesser of two evils. Doesn't want that center platform. The combos are a bit more guaranteed.
Oh my god, the
Turnaround.
noggin knocker, the giant head. His head almost looks like it expands.
He's got one too. Up smash gonna take Captain L. Just going for tit for tat. He's not letting the lead go away. And here we're talking about Battlefield. You really don't want to get grabbed at this percent, especially when Mario starts getting a little bit of rage. Ludo just gonna opt to jump around the platforms, swapping sides. Captain L just throwing away needles, and again, we're just seeing the neutral wins. I like that. Up B out of shield out with a perfect parry. That's probably like one of the only characters that can reliably punish Sheik out of shield. Usually she just kind of dances around you, right?
Sheik also just makes Mario look kind of slow because, like, you usually see Mario with the wall of back airs and the ability for walling out and just doing that to most of the cast. Sheik actually doesn't care. So nimble and quick with such a shiftable small hurt box, she can kind of just get around it. And Ludo definitely having to adapt his game plan to just, like, deal with it.
Yeah, but when Ludo gets a hit, he gets a hit.
Right, it's true.
Like, the damage that we just saw from that one up B alone damn near equalized the damage in this set. Now, granted, Captain L claps back with a couple good hits here. Like,
here we go.
He's looking really solid right now. But Ludo needs to clap back quickly, and if he does, then, oh, Captain L.
I mean, here's kind of the start. No ledge frame.
Oh my!
Ability. I like that bouncing fish.
That
really
was
went
beautiful.
for that. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. That
He
movement
reverse
was.
needle F smash.
I'm pretty sure that's true, and I think that's like easier on box or something. There's a reason why Captain L plays it. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. That's gonna be a little too far to get any kind of follow-up. Bouncing fish gonna go off. Ludo safely back in the ledge. Dash attack. Not gonna find a punish. And Ludo, this might be huge. I like that. Nair set him off stage. No jump. Bouncing fish just gonna. That's the thing, is we're talking about flexibility, right? Sheik is just dancing around. He can be in the corner, he can be wherever he
my
goes.
god, that was so nasty!
Oh my god!
Was that wave bounce needle up smash?
Run up smash? Yeah, that was crazy.
That was so
gorgeous.
nasty.
That was gorgeous.
This might be one of the coolest combo characters in the game, so I can't.
I already
Undeniable.
knew. I agree with you, Gedster. Like, this character is nasty to watch, but so few people pilot and play her, and even fewer can play at this level.
Yeah.
It's just like I just am not used to seeing the sauce come out.
What great movement by Captain L. Feigning in, going low, finding his opportunity, right? Like, Ludo hasn't found many ledge traps. I feel like Captain L has been doing such a good job of fighting out of the corner. And not really fighting, he's just moving. Nice, that fadeaway back, like, down tilt right there. He's just using the coward crawl to his huge advantage. Ludo's just having such a hard...
Coward crawl, I love that.
I think that's what it's called in FGC. Someone
Okay.
correct me if I'm wrong. But,
And Ludo, by the way, he's trying to use these floods to, like, manipulate how and where Captain L is able to recover, but Oh, my word.
Well-placed up smash. Sometimes you just got to do it to him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it works.
That was the craziest move I've seen from Captain L. I don't know what that was.
Okay, the grenade comes out in an attempt to edge guard there, but the down tilt connecting.
He probably wasn't expecting the sweet spot from that down tilt because he wasn't super prepared for Ludo to go right above him. There you go, charging the needles. Getting a little bit of a scramble situation, just poking with down tilts. All he needs to do, dash attack, not going to find his mark. Up air, up air, up air. See if you can find one. And that's
one.
finally,
Here we go.
That's the whiff. Nice air dodge.
Gonna get out of there with the air dodge.
And that's such a huge drop from Ludo, right? Like, if he got maybe, like, one more up air, he definitely could have reset it on the top platform. That ledge truck, again, barely missing the mark with that up air. Captain L has been so evasive. It's so difficult.
Oh, my God.
I just was not expecting that.
Shoutouts, by the way, to the second music pick from, I believe it was Ludo who picked it. Abyss of Time is such a banger. I love that song.
Yeah, we're really lucky we got
jamming.
Cascadia, right?
I'm so happy we got Cascadia. I don't care what anybody says. As a commentator, I love Cascadia so much.
You just like seeing people die.
True.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. It's the most exciting when something just explodes.
I like combo characters because
but
I just get to
the
yell.
same combos like 5 times, is it, as exciting?
Yes.
Actually, if Captain L does it, I'm down, right?
But that's the thing. Captain L has been showing us something new every game.
Right.
Like, there's some new sauce.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm a sucker for anything B-reverse or wave bounce oriented because I think it looks really cool. And also, gameplay-wise, it can usually set up interesting scenarios you're not used to seeing. And just, like, always being a threat in that mid-range that the needles are going to come in and set up for some kind of follow-up. Going back to Battlefield, and even though Captain L wasn't doing maybe the same kind of ladders that Mario does, he was showing that in advantage state, definitely very scary to try and get down against Sheik. So I can see why Captain L is totally down to go to the stage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, usually people aren't willing to experiment. People just kind of listen to the norm. It's like, Mario is really good on Battlefield, but Captain L doesn't really care. It seems like he's just using the platform so much better than Ludo almost, because Ludo didn't get any big ladder combos. He hasn't gotten any 0 to death. He's having a really, really hard landing in general, like you were saying, Goose. And that's kind of like the culmination. Just run it back. He probably doesn't care.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Wasn't able to get something started there.
Charge needles, just walk up. Look at that tricky movement. Charge cancel with the needles, immediate walk forward, and we just go from one edge of the stage to the other. I mean, it's such good advantage from Captain L. What do you think Ludo needs to change, Getster?
I'm not entirely sure if I'm being honest here. I think he just needs to, like you said earlier, we're not seeing any of those ladder combos from him, but like,
it's just he's getting suffocated.
So
he's just getting suffocated. The pressure.
He's getting choked out. There's too much pressure on him. And I think that Sheik is just a hard character to hit those ladder combos on. But if he can actually manage to hit something, then that could be the momentum shift he needs. But as of now, Captain L is just doing a fantastic job of keeping him out.
I feel like if we had like a total timer of people in the corner, Ludo has just been there forever.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like he's holding these advantage states like this one for very long. Eventually there's like a position swap where Captain L gets a straight hit. And just charging needles and threatening like that is so much better than Fireball, because he gets to move and be really, really tricky with it and always threaten it. That grenade off stage 2, like, you don't really get your ledge trap anymore. You have to deal with this grenade that's still like spinning while Captain L is getting up. And right now 66%, but it feels like a lot more, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it just feels like Captain L has really been in, what a follow-up there. Yeah, just been in the driver's seat. Here we go. We need to see, I like the option there, but just good defense from Captain L, just good air dodges to be able to get out of that situation.
Gets up. This is an opportunity for Ludo here. There's not a whole lot of resources left for Captain L, but he gets back to stage anyway. Dancing on top of these platforms right now, but it won't be enough. Another up smash.
This has been
the most consistent way of taking stocks this whole time here, right? Just rack up damage until you can hit an up smash and then wait for Captain L to go onto the top platform and try to drop down onto you.
And like, as far as a game, if your game plan is obviously use a combo character like Mario to get you up to up smash percentage, it's not like that is a inherently bad game plan. A little one-dimensional, obviously it can't be your only way to get kills, but the thing is that the war of attrition has been favoring Captain L, and he's just been so in the driver's seat as far as overall stage control and like time in advantage state that Ludo hasn't really been able to fully execute on it.
Yeah, like you were saying, it's super one-dimensional, and as long as you're Captain L and you have all the space to make these plays, nice B-reverse bounces.
Yeah.
Look at the needles. Oh my god, the movement. But here's a huge
we go.
opportunity. Doesn't get the reset and misses and doesn't clip on the top platform to reset his jumps. It's such an unfortunate miss from Ludo. Here we go. Maybe we can get another one. Nice DI from Captain L. He DI'd left to bait Ludo to follow up on the platform and DI'd right on the second up air to get away from it.
That's
really,
a
really smart.
great observation.
Holy.
Yeah, it's been like a combination of Ludo, I mean, great F smash read there, but again, it's a read, and actually being ahead for, this is where it gets scary, where if he is able to get some crazy rage ladder combo starting when Captain L's at 40%, could actually steal this game away.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it. Percent is a big thing, but Sheik does have a hard time killing. He doesn't necessarily kill you in the most like traditional way where you randomly explode off of a straight
Here
hit.
we go.
Oh,
there we go, and
there
that's
we
going to be the
are.
dumpster, showing him the
Damn.
door out the back of the restaurant.
Yeah, from a suffocating like neutral game into randomly exploding. That's kind of like the swing that I was expecting in the earlier games, but we're seeing it now in the third game. Seeing maybe Ludo is more comfortable fighting these openings in neutral, and in that case, right, he had 170%, didn't get touched, won the neutral actions that he needed, and found the ladder combo. I mean, with rage, that's always good, right?
And Ludo just doing a really good job of, even though it probably feels like, if you think of a soccer match, time and control, maybe Captain L's more in control, but Ludo just finding those reads when he needed to, and it ended up being a 2-stock because of it. So, like, you know, you can pick me apart, but if I just up smash and F smash you and you're at 130 or 120 and you're dead, it kind of doesn't matter how much cool stuff you throw out. I'm still taking the stocks.
God, it's almost a great combo extension using that top right platform. I'm thinking about Town and City, and this stage probably favors Captain L a little bit more. We get the FD stage transformation, the really wide stage, probably a lot better for somebody who's getting all the stage control. Like in this form, right, this stage is so much worse for Ludo.
Right. Well, and just, yeah, the threat and annoyance of having to deal also with those needles.
Getting a couple hits here and there. 108 now on Ludo as it stands. This stock could very well disappear. I imagine that the stage selection was made in part. Uh-oh, wait a minute!
Yo.
Wait a minute! The jab lock F smash and Ludo taking an early lead, stealing away the damage lead.
Yeah, and also, I mean, like we've been saying about killing early, this is a high ceiling. You know, I don't know when up smash is gonna kill, but it's not yet. And yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here for Ludo to start tacking on that extra credit, and then it starts to become a war of attrition between two medium-ish weight characters. I don't know if Sheik's more on the medium light side, but when you start thinking about the weight and the war of attrition there, definitely more in Mario's favor as this set goes on.
I mean, we're talking about like perfect execution, and that all happened because Captain L just missed attack. It wasn't like because he played neutral badly, he just like missed attack and died at 60, right? Besides being a lot smaller, helped Ludo find that kill. Definitely try to go for that meaty F smash, but then you were talking about it, the ceiling is super high. An up smash might not kill, and that up air definitely did it.
Yeah, this ain't melee Sheik up air.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, top god character would be so absurd.
Please.
Or we could just say it, but it's Joker up air, you know.
All right,
Yeah. Trying to go for those needles, trying to find that pressure, but right now Ludo suddenly making the adaptation he needs, right? Finds
what a
the
call out.
roll lead
Ludo.
and up smash.
Wait a minute. He's
And-
bringing this back so efficiently.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, and I hate to call it, but I think Sheik is not really a comeback character in the terms of they don't have a gimmick. They're not like Insin. They don't got a easy way to kill you. They got to pick you apart. And it's going to be a real working project here to come back for these two stocks.
Yeah, it has to be a war of attrition right now for Captain L. He has a long way to go, and he needs to play, like we've said a lot, damn near perfect.
It's tough because when those are the conditions that you put on yourself, right? We know if this was a best of 3, Captain L moves on, Ludo goes to losers, whatever, right? But when you're on those best of 5 sets, you have to play through every bad stage. You have to do it every single time. You can't miss a single execution, and those errors cost you the stock, right? Mario is so good at just randomly exploding you. His F smash kills you from center stage, and he's got those juggle combos that lead into that fair. Nice get up attack from Ludo. I like that a lot. Finding an answer to the bomb maybe, and that's 106%. We're going like blow for blow, trade for trade, and Captain L is on the worst receiving end, 110%, even though they've kind of hit each other the same amount of time.
Yeah, and as these trades continue, I mean, when you only have one stock, it just becomes really, really rough. And Ludo's going to be happy to continue making these trades.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh is right.
Oh, you get back, but just barely. The needles keeping Captain L alive, at least for now. But at 134, anything will do it. That up smash that Ludo loves to throw out so often absolutely will be the end of Captain L if it connects right now. But Captain L just playing so evasively and so carefully until eventually that hits.
So up air at 140 doesn't kill, but down air at the very bottom of the stage
Yeah,
kills.
I was about to
So,
say. I was literally about to say. It's like you're watching Mario has that move that is even on a high ceiling blast zone stage like that, still gonna do the job. At 148 is pretty high
But
percent.
at the bottom of the stage.
But yeah, at the
really?
very, very bottom, almost as low as you could be with not being below the stage. And now we are in, as we have been seeing for most of the day, we're in a Game 5 situation, which has been the story of Cascadia Clash so far for day one. There's been a couple 3-1s, a couple 3-0s.
I mean,
but the majority, like so many, those first 4 sets all went Game 5, right?
The group, the first block that Urf and I had together, we only had one Game 5 at the very end.
Oh, really? Okay, so it has been a mixed bag.
Yeah, it's been a very mixed bag. Our group was a lot of 3-0s and like 3-1s, right?
But
this time
that first group, there was a lot of games.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, first group there were a lot of
a lot of heartbreakers.
Here we go. I mean, these are important, like we were saying. I just thought that, top 3 are fine, but you actually really don't want to go into the gauntlet stage. Only really one person can make it out. And this is not the Chaos Pool. The Chaos Pool is the one with J-Jaw, JDV, Major, and
Lemon,
right? Like, that one is a little bit more weird. Okay.
That one's crazy.
And I feel like Captain L just kind of like had to pick his poison. Going to Hollow Bastion against Mario is terrible.
Oh yeah, it is. It is not something you actively want to do, but so far doing a pretty decent job of holding the damage lead. You just need to play so patient here if you're Captain L.
Well, and is there the ability, and I don't know all the heights, because I do know that every stage, the heights of the platforms do vary slightly and can affect your kill confirm ability, but I'm going to go on a limb and assume Sheik does have drag down to up smash confirms on the center platform.
I believe so.
So, but correct me if I'm wrong. It's possible that could be the reasoning, because then it gives you that way to secure a stock.
Yeah, I mean, that center platform is good. When you think about Mario, right? You always never want to get grabbed right underneath a platform, or if a platform is very close to you. Hollow Bastion has a platform straight in the middle, right? It makes all these combos super, super consistent. And Ludo's just a really, really good Mario combo player. We haven't been seeing too much of it, mostly because he hasn't found those openings. But seeing if you can get that ledge trap going right now, tries to go for that up tilt to get that jab block or maybe some kind of follow-up. But here we go, dancing underneath the stage. This stage and Smash 4 are all about stage control. Who is sitting underneath the house, right? Like I own the land. And it's a really big deal, especially for both these characters, because they can charge a resource, right?
Absolutely, and just also have that threat of, like, no matter how you come in, like, there's just a lot of mix-ups, and, yeah, like, I'm in my safe little house. You're an intruder, but you're outside in the cold.
You're gonna jump in, get caught on this platform. 102% for Captain L. It's not looking too bad, at least comparatively to the last few games, but I feel like the first stock tells a lot about how the rest of this game is going to go.
Absolutely, it does, and we're nearing the end of this first stock now, Irv. 102 and 90 on each of these fighters as it stands here, but the damage could be equalized here by a good grab from Captain L. Needles coming out, a little bit of poke damage, just going back and forth right now. Who gets the first opening? It's Captain L. Ludo's off stage, but he's almost certainly just going to be able to make it back with those resources. No resource burning this time around.
It's kind of wild. I'm just looking at the clock right now. This game is actually going so slowly. The way that they're playing, finally securing that first stock with the back air, but like they are playing very methodically. Captain L happy to just try and pick them apart with needles and just kind of play the mid-spacing game, and Ludo kind of happy to do the same.
Nice.
Same place, same style of smash attack. And not that this is going to timeout or anything. It's just the way they're approaching this Game 5. They're just being very careful and very methodical and, frankly, just respecting each other both alive.
The way Captain L got that kill was very reminiscent of how somebody in Street Fighter just baits out a DP. He kind of crawled forward, called back, waited for
Oh my God, Ludo!
As I say that, I mean,
Yo.
he doesn't need anything fancy. Ludo just stringing those up airs and finding it off the top. Hollow Bastion, like I said, not the best stage.
No, yeah,
Play
definitely
Mario-
not.
play Mario mode.
We were talking earlier about how Ludo hasn't been finding these ladder combos onto Sheik because, frankly, she's a hard character to hit those on, thin hitboxes and all, but finally he lands one, and suddenly Captain L is on the last stock of this set.
Absolutely, and
Oh, what happened there?
I don't know, a little stage bonk. Are we seeing it again?
No!
Oh, the mix-up there, that was really scary. A little too low of a percent for it to actually kill, but
I mean, that's 20, 30 damage just off of an extension,
Oh,
right?
no.
He gets that up there. Has to burn the bouncing fish, goes for the teleport. Fair, gonna fight Captain L out of that situation, but this is such a hard task, right? Because you don't have anything to come back with, and that's gonna
That's
be a
it.
double
frame
back
trap.
airs.
Dodged the first one.
reverse sweep.
Yeah, that was a reverse sweep. At first,